Into TerrierVision, joined now by Associate Head Men's Basketball Coach Dustin Kerns. Coach Kerns, we really appreciate you taking the time just a few hours before the Terriers take on VMI tonight at 7 p.m. Let's get into the Keydets first, a team that the Terriers have seen already this year in Lexington, Virginia, but quite a different team than what you saw last year with VMI. Head coach then was Duggar Bokum, now Dan Earl. What's the biggest difference, or what's the biggest challenge in facing a team that is running such a different style compared to last year?
Well, Kyle, Coach Earl's putting his own identity on the program, and he's doing a very good job, and he's got a couple dynamic scorers in QJ Peterson and Julian Ellaby, and he's got some other nice pieces to go with those guys. They're a team that has two of the top 10 scorers in the Southern Conference, including QJ Peterson, who has had a game of 36 points against Sanford, and Julian Ellaby is last year had over 40 in a game and had 29 this year in league play. So Coach Earl is doing a good job really putting his things in place and his principles, and I'm sure it's been an adjustment period, but a very dangerous team.
A dangerous team indeed. A lot of people will look at their record perhaps and think that this is a game the Terriers should win, but every team in the Southern Conference this year has proven and shown that any team can beat anybody on any day of the week, with no exceptions. Now, as we talked about, we saw VMI earlier this year. The Terriers were up about 18 points, I want to say, in the second half, and before VMI made a rally, brought it all the way back within a one-possession game, the Terriers were able to put it away. Same thing kind of happened last year, too, in the two games against VMI. Terriers with a big second-half lead eventually held on to win both of those games, but VMI, again, didn't go away. What challenge does VMI present, and why are they so tough to put away?
Well, one of the reasons they're tough is they, on a day-to-day basis, they're at a military institute. So right there alone, they have some toughness to them. This is a break to them, being on the road down here in Spartanburg, being at the hotel. This is something that they look forward to and use basketball as an escape from those, the daily, grind from the military aspect. But they're a team that's got a lot of fight in them, and it's probably comes from that. What they, endure on a day-to-day basis. They have a toughness element to them. But we got a chance to get a lead, and but just like any game in basketball, they got some shots down and really cut it to a one-possession game and had the ball, but we found a way to win.
And now, for those that don't know you so well, your sixth year now with the Terriers in two different stints. You were here for 3 years as an assistant coach, now back as an associate head coach. What have you enjoyed most about working at Wofford and perhaps working with Coach Young?
Well, it's really a family atmosphere, and this is a place where, like, I get to work near you, and this we're all in one building, and you get to interact with football coaches, and you get to be able to interact with a lot of people. Wofford is a special place, and it's a place where it's a great combination of academics and athletics. It's a wonderful school. There's really some great people here that have really landed their roots and set in here for a while and done a great job. Coach Young is. And I enjoy who I work with. I work with guys that I've coached and been a part of the recruiting process with. But Coach Young is a teacher, and he's a fantastic coach. But he is an unbelievable teacher of the game and people. He has a great pulse on our team. I would compare him to like a Tom Izzo of sorts. I mean, his teams are very tough. They play hard. They're very well prepared, and they always just find a way to win. And fortunately, we've been able to do that, and hopefully we can continue to do that. But when it comes winning time, Coach Young has a special way about him to inspire and motivate and rally the troops.
And we'll talk about this week now, not just VMI tonight, but a crucial Southern Conference week for the Terriers, fortunate enough to play 3 games at home, tonight against VMI, Thursday night against Mercer, Saturday night against the Citadel. How important is this week leading up to the Southern Conference tournament?
Well, Kyle, it's a good question. And I don't mean to sound cliché or coach talk, but it all starts with tonight. We can't, think about winning our third straight home game on Saturday if we don't get tonight. And that's certainly been a focus of our team. Is let's get better with the process, and let's get better on a day basis, and let's be better tomorrow than we were today. So let's get tonight, and then tomorrow we'll worry about Mercer. But certainly have an opportunity here with some home games to really get on a roll and get on a stretch. But with our team and our focus, they do really well with what the task at hand.
And we touched on this a little bit earlier, but the Southern Conference this year, so balanced, and it just seems on a night-in, night-out basis that anybody can beat anybody. What are your thoughts on all the teams in the SoCon this year? It seems, just looking at the standings, a lot of good teams bunched at the top, and then teams that are fighting for that first-round bye in the bottom. What are your thoughts on the conference?
Well, Kyle, there's a lot of great coaches, and there's a lot of great schools. So there's a lot of schools that have a lot of things to sell. So our league's going to get good players. Everybody in our league is going to attract, quality talent, quality students, and therefore we're going to have, night in and night out just battles. Any road win in this thing, and any home win, but any road win is just a jump in the park. I mean, this is it's a great league. It's very balanced. I really feel like there's a huge commitment from our Southern Conference and the member schools to really have a push towards basketball, and you can really see it. But great coaches and great teams, and it's a fun league.
And before I let you go, as I just mentioned earlier, 3 home games this week. And the crowd, it seems, especially over the last couple of years, has really showed up to support the Terriers. Now, a lot of that comes with the success on the basketball floor. But how much does the environment at Benjamin Johnson Arena and having a big crowd like that motivate the team and help the team through those last couple minutes in really tight games?
It's huge. I mean, it really is huge. That our crowd and our students and our loyal fan base really inspires our players. And when we need a big stop, it's amazing how much they help us get that stop with their energy and enthusiasm they bring. I don't know of a better hostile environment in our league than when our place is rocking and our place is filled than Ben Johnson Arena. So it is huge for our players to feel that energy night in and night out.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tonight. Hoping for a great environment again, and good luck the rest of the season. And we'll talk to you going into the Southern Conference tournament.
Thanks, Kyle. Go Terriers.